Allow me to jump all off in your business for one quick moment. See, your problem is you've completely forgotten about yourself. And this is when I shake you and I wake you up and I remind you, it's not about them. At some point in time, it needs to be about you. Self-love. Self-love is the best love. And so many of us completely forget about that. We get caught up in situations, we get caught up in relationships, and before we know it, we've lost ourselves. So worried about this person, so worried about that person. We feel like we can't live without this person. We can't live without that person. Yes, you can. I need you to take a moment and reintroduce yourself to yourself. Heal yourself. Take a moment to fall back in love with yourself. Some of us, we never fell in love with ourselves. We've been so busy worried about everything else that's going on in our life. We haven't taken a moment to stop and just get into us. Legendary country singer Johnny Lee sings a song called Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places. And that's the story of most of our lives. That's the story of your life. You spend so much time looking for love that you wind up in the gutter. And whoever you find, that person you find, you think is Mr. Right, you think is Mrs. Right, and you find out all wrong, totally wrong. And this happens over and over and over again. You keep repeating the same cycle. You know why you keep repeating the same cycle? For one, you keep looking for love. Stop looking for love. There's only one place you really should be looking for love. That's inside of you. Once you find who you are, once you find the love of your life, which should be you first and foremost, then the universe will conspire to bring the right person into your world. Stop looking for love in all the wrong places. Because there's only one place again to find that love, and that's in you. Because the love of your life should and always should be you. And once that happens, once you love yourself, once you remember how much you should love yourself, then and only then can you love other people at the highest level. If you don't love yourself, it's really impossible for you to really, truly love somebody else. Because self-love is the pathway that allows you to truly give the best of yourself to others. Because when you fall in love with yourself, you finally actually get to meet the real you. Self-love always wins. You'll find people in your life that want you to feel less about yourself so they can feel better about themselves. And those are the people you gotta let go. They gotta go so you can grow. You should love yourself so much that you clearly see and you clearly feel when someone is not treating you with the level of respect you know you deserve. It's all about self-love, because self-love is the best love. Besides, you can't be everything to everyone. Stop neglecting yourself. Stop putting yourself down. Stop criticizing yourself. Matter of fact, you've been doing it for years and it hasn't worked. How about stepping out of your comfort zone and respecting yourself and giving yourself credit and giving yourself props and loving on you a little bit and see if that works for you. I promise you it will. Once you know who you are on the inside and out, and you love you some you, all of your decisions become so much easier to make. You can weed out that mess. You can weed out that drama. You can weed out those losers a lot easier when you know who you are. So this is the moment. This is the time for you to invest in yourself. Because when you find that self-love and you find who you truly are and the essence of you, you find yourself climbing over the hump of any and all drama and all adversity that you've ever faced. And you finally make each and every day of your life a Wednesday. Self-love is the best love. This is a great day to win. Let's go. And you wonder why nobody wants to fool with you. You wonder why you can't seem to catch a break. And as my voice penetrates through your speakers, I can see you looking around as if to say, is he talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. I'm all up in your personal space. I'm all up in your living room. I'm all up in your eardrums. I'm all up in your life. Because you don't get it. Your personal brand sucks. The personal brand of you is faulty. It's whack. Less than desirable. And you don't even know. That's the crazy part. See, the brand of you is always on display. Your personal brand is what people are saying about you when you're not around. And I'm not talking about your haters, because we all know haters gonna hate. They don't count. I'm talking about people with absolutely no bias. These people are neutral. And when your name comes up, are they saying things like, no, don't fool with that person. They're not gonna get the job done. They're not gonna be on time. They're gonna lie. You can't trust them as far as you can throw them. Or when your name comes up, are people saying like, good people. I would trust them with anything. I've worked with them. I've spent time with them. And they are solid. Solid as a rock. Do you know the personal brand of you? Or better yet, do you know the facial expression associated with the personal brand of you? And what I mean by that is, when your name comes up, what facial expression does the other person give off? Is it like, ooh? Or is it like, yeah? Which one are you? Are you a ooh? Or are you a smile? Because it's keeping it 1,000 no matter what. Your brand is always on display. And some of you continuously disrespect your brand without even thinking about it. That's the bad news. The good news is, once you understand and realize that you are a brand, no matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, you can start making the necessary changes. Now, see, you already been labeled by some people, so it may take a little bit of work for them to believe and accept the newly branded version of you. But we see it in the real world. Big business, big companies like Uber, Chipotle, Dunkin' Donuts experience setbacks with their brand. And they went in and revised and re-strategized and made the necessary changes and adjustments and reintroduced the world to their new brand. And now they're sitting back on top. You can do the exact same thing. You just have to understand that every move that you make, every step that you take, somebody is watching. Somebody is assessing. Somebody is judging. And ultimately, that's how the brand of you is determined. So make sure you're promoting the brand that you want the world to see. Let excellence be your brand. Because when you're excellent, you become unforgettable. The brand of you is super important. And when your brand is right, your life is right. And when your life is right, you find yourself climbing over the hump and making each and every day of your life a Wednesday. Respect your personal brand, because it is the brand called you. This is a great day to win. Let's go. Never forget about you. Today I want you to put you at the top of your to-do list. I sense a little hesitation. Don't think about it. You really need to do this. See, you've been putting others first for so long, you've lost a connection to your own personal brand. And you keep dancing to somebody else's beat. But today, it's time to reintroduce the world to your phenomenal marching band. Putting others first to the detriment of you is the opposite of healthy living. Today, I implore you to love you some you. And tomorrow, you can get back to all that giving. The first thing they tell you when you get on a plane is put your mask on first. And since you failed to follow protocol, it's been hard for you to breathe. And if you don't make some changes, it will only get worse. Give yourself room to be human and make mistakes. I know they look at you as a superhuman and they think you can just go. But right now, it's time for you to hit the brakes. You have to have your own back, because they will use you until they can't use you no more. And those are the facts. Today, embrace your flaws, because you are imperfectly perfect. Treat yourself to your favorite meal and do you today, because believe me, you deserve it. Take this moment to rethink all of your present relationships. And if you find that you and anyone in your boat are not sailing in the same direction, it's time for them to be ousted from your ship. Meaning no disrespect, but they must be removed from your presence. Because if they're not for you, they're against you. And as of today, that is no longer the essence of who you are. Today, I want you to find that little kid buried deep inside that used to love to smile. Go on a play date with yourself and embrace your inner child. You have more power than you know. You are so much more than just going with the flow. Love yourself. Because if you don't love you, it's hard to love somebody else. Self-love. Love you some you. Life continues to throw a trick bag at you. Life continues to throw a monkey wrench in your plans. Life is breaking you. Life is battering you. And you're at your breaking point. And you just want to scream. Enough's enough. Mentally, it's what you're thinking. And you want to quit. And you want to give up. But that's not in your wheelhouse. It's not who you are. Today, I want to introduce you to the new you. And people want to know what gives you or gives me the authority to say you can introduce the new you to yourself. Because I had to do the exact same thing to me. I want you to understand, anybody that's ever achieved any level of success overcame a whole bunch in their life. No, you think it can never happen for you? Yes, it can. It can never happen for me? Yes, it can. And I need you to find a mirror. I know it's hard. I know it's uncomfortable. But I need you to find a mirror. And I need you to say to yourself, I believe in me. I am enough. I am worthy. I can achieve. I love me some me. We all need positive releases in our life. And for years, all of those negative releases are basically killing you. They eat you up from the inside out. And I speak from experience because they were eating me up from the inside out. But then I discovered my superpower, which was hip hop. And I took my pen, I put it to the pad, and I wrote. And I wrote. And I released all of that negative, bottled up energy into the universe. And I said, I broke down because I felt I couldn't catch a break. Another tale of a lost soul. Study said that I wouldn't live to be old. Shy boy, hoop dreams, but the world is so cold. They used to bully me, but then I finally struck gold. 1, 2, and you don't stop. I fell in love when I got introduced to hip hop. My new release. We all need a good release. See, when I put that pen to pad, it gave me total inner peace. So let me introduce the new me to me. Confidence erupted. I was truly thankful, blessed, no longer just a guest in my own mind, my friends. Dig deep and you will find that greatness lives in you. Just go retrieve it in your mind. Keep pushing through. Believe, and it will happen in due time. There's a new you There's a better you. There's a greater you that's living inside. You just got to believe it in your heart of hearts. I know. I was 25 years old and I had an epiphany. I woke up, I prayed, and my change came. When I woke up and I realized all the error of my ways, I was in this deep, deep hole. Sort of like the hole that you're in right now, that you feel like you can't climb out of. I'll give you 3 tips on how to climb up out of that hole. The first one is 1 step at a time. Second is don't look down. Don't look back. Let that past go. And the third, change your mindset. When I woke up and had my epiphany, my mindset was different. But I had all this mess that I had to clean up, this big, big hole. But once my mindset changed, mentally, I was not broken anymore. Mentally, I was rich. But on the outside, physically, I had a lot of work to do. This whole big old hole I had to climb out of. But I'm telling you, once you change your mindset and you know that you're going to win and you know that you're going to go to another level, you can do the work. You can execute. You embrace the uncomfortable because that's where all the growth is happening. But you got to die to the old version of yourself. If you ever want to go to another level and be something different, that old you has to die. So I need you to introduce yourself to the new you. And I need you to understand that it's going to take some work. It's going to take some time. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you stay committed and you give every ounce of your soul, every ounce of your being, and you have a reason, you have a why for waking up every morning with this renewed spirit, 1 step turns into 2, and 2 into 3, and 4 into 5. And before you know it, no matter how long it takes, you look up and you climbing up out of that hole, the physical hole, and you making each and every day of your life a Wednesday. Everybody's so big on resolutions, but the resolution, the real resolution, is transformation. And it's time for you to transform into the new you. You got this. This is a great day to win. No, this is a great year to win. Let's go. Just in case no one has told you today, you are amazing. You are worthy. But never, ever forget that you are enough. I don't know what you heard. I don't know what you thought. I don't know what they told you. I don't know what you were led to believe. You may not be perfect, but you are enough. See, you don't understand that people come into your life and they try to prey on you. They try to break you down. They try to lower your standards. They try to lower your self-esteem, because when they lower your self-esteem, that's when they can get everything that they want. See, they're trying to win and they want you to lose. They want you to feel like you are less than. So let's do the simple math here. And starting today, when somebody comes into your life and their mission is to make you feel less than, I need you to subtract them from your equation. So moving forward, you only deal with people that add positive value to your life. You are enough. You are worthy. So stop acting so thirsty. You don't need him. You don't need her. You do not need them to validate you. And that's what happens. Right now you are thinking that I gotta have him. I gotta have her. I can't live without him. I can't live without. Yes, you can. You are enough. And if they're not treating you the way you deserve to be treated, like a king or a queen, it's simple. They gotta go. Because you are so much more than you give yourself credit for. You beat the crazy odds. You were born. You were put on this earth for a reason. And once you stand up for yourself, and once you are reminded and you remind yourself of the self-love that you need, and you let them know that you're not going to stand for it anymore, when they try to belittle you, because that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to make you feel less than. You stand up for yourself. And when they walk out that door, they're going to leave the door open so the right person can walk right back in. The person that's for you. The person that knows you're imperfectly perfect but loves it. The person that allows you to be you. They love you with all your flaws, with all your scars, with all your baggage, with all your wounds. The person that was sent to help you heal. The person that understands that you are enough. As a matter of fact, at times, they feel like you're more than enough for them. And that's exactly the person that you're looking for. I love this quote. It says, never dilute yourself for any person or any reason. You are enough. So be unapologetically you. You are imperfectly perfect. So there's always room to grow. There's always room to learn. But let this sink into your soul. Let this sink into your spirit. You are enough. So never ever let another living human being, another living human soul tell you any different. Because once you grasp that and you truly understand that, you will never ever ever be broken. You will never, ever, ever be emotionally distressed because you know that you are worthy and you are enough. Just put yourself in a position to win. And that's what this is all about. Climbing the hump and making each and every day of our lives a Wednesday. You are enough. So if this touched your spirit, if it touched your soul, please do me a favor and share this for me, because there are a lot of people out there that need it. Why is it so hard for you to love yourself? Why is it so hard for you to see the beauty that you have inside? Why is it so hard for you to see yourself as a treasure? So hard for you to see that you're a diamond? Why is it so hard for you to believe in you? Why is it so hard? I totally understand why it's so hard, because it was hard for me. My mom passed away when I was 4 years old. Grew up with a mentally abusive stepmom. Totally super shy, introverted kid, got bullied. And I just remember walking the halls 5th grade hoping that they noticed me. Low self-esteem. Totally felt inadequate. I was short and I felt short. But then I discovered the real me. I discovered my gift. And I stopped worrying about everything and all the outside influences. I stopped worrying about what people thought about me. And I started believing in myself. I kicked all the negative demons out of my head. See, sometimes we have to get out of our own head. And there's so many negative self-talks, so many negative conversations that we have with ourselves on a daily basis that lead us to low self-esteem or feeling inadequate. But it's time right now. It's time today for you to kick those negative demons out of your head. They cannot share your same mental space. You need to make sure that you're allowing the positive affirmations of the universe, positive affirmations of God to lead you to positive outcomes in your real life. They will lead you to believe in yourself. And that's the first thing I had to do. I had to make a vow to not allow those negative demons in my brain to win. They kept winning every day. I had to treat them like a volcano. I had to make those negative demons lie dormant. And then I had to shovel the dirt over them to make sure they never, ever resurfaced. And anytime they try to resurface, boom, you got a place to be, and it's not in the forefront of my brain. Positive affirmations. Also found myself taking blame for everything that had happened to me, even the things that I couldn't control. And I bet you feel the same way. I bet you're blaming yourself for things that you had nothing to do with. Before you can move on, you have to forgive yourself. Before you can really love yourself, you have to forgive yourself. I'm a hip hop guy, and there's a song by the rapper Scarface where he says, "I don't love me. How in the world can I love you?" It all starts with loving yourself. But you have to forgive yourself. I know they did that to you. You didn't do it to yourself. Don't you take the blame for that. Don't make yourself feel like you're not worthy to be loved. Don't make yourself feel like you're not worthy to execute a phenomenal game plan and live the life of your dreams just because of something that someone did to you in the past. Yeah, we make our own mistakes, and we have to find a way to forgive ourselves for those as well. But don't you dare take the blame for something that someone else did to you in the past and carry it like baggage. You let that baggage go. Forgive yourself. That's the pathway to loving yourself. You also have to be strong enough to say no. Remember, you teach people how to treat you, and they will walk all over you if you let them. So when you love yourself enough to say no, when they ask you to do certain things that are not in your character, you quickly will say, "No, I'm not doing that." Because I know if I allow myself to go there, I'm going to be the one that's hurt. I'm going to be the one that's broken. I'm going to be the one that's battered and bruised. So absolutely not. And I've said this many times before. Some of you guys are weak and you're quick to say yes. But allow me to introduce you to your new favorite word. No. Love yourself enough to say no. And finally, I know for me, there came a point in time where I was in a relationship and it ended, and I sat down and I self-assessed and I told myself, listen, I'm not where I want to be at in my mental space and in my physical space. Let me learn how to be okay with me. Let me learn how to be okay loving me. Let me learn how to be okay walking alone in my own personal space for a while. And that's the exact same thing that I need you to do. I need you to learn to be okay by yourself. Stop thinking that you always have to be with somebody else to feel loved. Love you some you. Love yourself enough to wake up every day and be simply okay if it's just you, yourself, and you. Figure out your likes, figure out your dislikes. But never ever again feel like you need somebody else to validate you. You need nobody else's stamp of approval. And I promise you, when you're okay in your own skin and you love yourself enough to realize I don't need anybody else to validate me, that's when the universe, that's when God will allow the right person to walk into your life. But today, it's all about you. Figuring out your strengths, figuring out your weaknesses, figuring out your likes, figuring out your dislikes, and finding a way to stop hating yourself and start the journey and start the process of totally 1000% loving you. Because believe it or not, you are worth it. And so if you're not strong enough to get into a mirror and say positive affirmations like I am enough, I am worthy, I'm phenomenal, I'm awesome, then I am the reflection of you in the mirror right now telling you that you are enough, you are worthy, you are awesome. You were born to be a leader. You are the one. You are the chosen one because you have a gift to share with the world and the world needs your gift. So today, please take the necessary steps to love yourself. And guess what? Once you love yourself, you find yourself winning each and every day. And you've officially climbed the hump. And now you can make each and every day of the rest of your life a Wednesday. And this is a great day to win. Let's go.